But even members of the JLPA, I don't think they are doing enough to respond effectively to a lot of these misconceptions.
That is true. And I know I'll be doing my part. Me know me I make a video tonight. Me I make a
Right.
video
Me know me
tonight.
have a video tonight. On social media, we need to, I mean, all right, even the, apart from the minimis of $100, right? You also have the allowance, the traveling allowance, where bro God give you $1,000 to every Jamaican receive $1,000 every time they return from a trip abroad. $1,000 allowance. You know how much
Yep.
people travel?
Best believe me, I use my own because I soon come and I use my own.
You know how much people don't know that? So bro God give every Jamaican $1,000 every time they return from a trip abroad. You know how many people still don't know that?
Absolutely. So that what they don't understand, that a lot of them, right now they might hear you say that, and I wonder where $1,000 for. The $1,000.
You can use the furniture. Why?
You can use, as they say, you can take your furniture or you can do what you want to do with it. It all depends on, a lot of it too has to do with what you bring into the country, right? So all who bring in barrel and them something there, it has a lot to do with the amount
it's
of
far
things.
than barrel. You can bring in your 60-inch TV, your 70-inch TV. People use it for that.
Somebody carry an AI TV, come give me. Somebody bring in an AI TV.
You can bring in your coffee table. You can bring in, I mean, your washing machine. You can bring in your fridge, your stove.
Yep. You can pack a barrel.
I know people who furnish house out of it because they travel like 4 times a year. And every time they come, they just bring a piece of equipment or just bring an appliance or so.
Well, I'm not coming, I do it so often, but I know I'm coming, and when I'm coming, I'm actually going to be utilizing my $1,000. Me not take it for granted. I'm certainly going to be using it, and thank my Prime Minister too.
And I need to make it clear it's $1,000 and not $1,000 Jamaican dollars.
It's $1,000, yes.
You're right. That was needed to be said. It is $1,000 US.
People did I wonder when I boast about $1,000 for. Anybody have $1,000? That the master.
No, $1,000 US.
No, man, I don't need to explain this $1,000 US.
You can get a 65-inch TV now for probably $400 or even $300, depending on the brand. You still have $700 left or $600 leave out of it. You can bring a microwave. You can bring a stove.
That we need to explain it, and it's true.
Explain it to me, please, because I plan to travel soon, so I need to know how this go.
All right.
You can buy clocks outside for me here, Lana.
Pretty much what happens is that when you're coming into the country, the $1,000 when you travel and you come back, you're allowed to bring $1,000 worth of things outside of the US, out of the USA. So you can bring in a TV. These are the TV, something you can bring with you. But say, for example, you bring down a barrel, or you want to carry down some things through shipping, where you know you have to ship them come down. When you come to, you can ship it before you left America. Say, for example, America. Like me, for example, I'm going to ship down 2 barrels, right? So I'm going to pack the barrel, I'm going to ship it down before I leave. So I'm going to send the barrel to myself. The barrel I'm going to have my name on it, right? When I get to the airport, they will give me, what color paper again? I remember. I think I want white, one yellow paper, I believe, or white.
No, I know. It's not yellow again. It's like a white square paper.
Like a white paper. So what that does now, Lorna and everybody else, that is where you will put on it if you have a barrel, if you're clearing anything, if you have any food, whatever, it's going to be written on it, and you answer those questions. The immigration will tick off whatever you put, and then you see that same piece of paper. You see when you go wharf, go clear your barrel, you have to have that piece of paper there. That piece of paper is what is going to make you clear everything you buy in the US.
No paper anymore.
Pretty much little and nothing.
They're not giving no paper anymore. You just need to carry your passport.
Same thing.
You can carry a passport and you get a tearing and they can bring it up on the system. But what I'm saying is that it's $1,000 US.
Pretty much you pay little and nothing for buying all of these things and bringing them into the country.
Right.
Because of your $1,000. Your $1,000 covers
you pay a processing fee of $1,500 Jamaican dollars.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
Right. A lot of people don't know about these things because we
The
more think
only
about
way
it.
you pay more, Lorna, the only way you pay more is if everything that you shipped past the $1,000. So you'll end up paying for whatever other product you brought
Okay.
in.
So let me
You
ask you
understand?
this. Let me ask you this then. Do you
Okay.
have to provide? Let's say you bought a stove. My mom is going up this next week, and she's planning to bring down an electric stove, right? So let's say you buy the stove and she ship it. Does she have to provide the receipt, or how are they going to know the value? Because she
Yeah, man,
would
you walk with your invoice.
the problem with that, where people have problem with, and I've heard it many times, where let's say the stove is on sale and you get it at the sale price. They're saying that's not true. Even though you
No,
have
if you walk with your receipt. No, man. Once you
even
have your
though you
receipt.
have the receipt to tell them. They
No,
said
no, no, no,
no,
no, no.
my
No, once you
dear.
have the valid receipt.
Who is
Once you
this?
have a valid.
I am telling you, it's a valid receipt. I did it. I bought a TV. That was different. But yeah, every time they come and
What
check
type of
something,
passport do you have, Marcia?
no, it's not me. I know
Okay,
when
the
you.
person.
Yeah, it's a Jamaican. She's Jamaican, so
Once
she
you have
has
a
her
valid receipt, they
Jamaican.
will accept.
They accept it, but what they're trying to tell them is that it values more than that.
You're there?
Yeah, I was the one that had to send her the money to clear it, the additional
Well,
money to
guess what?
clear it.
Did you call for
There are
supervisor?
Well, she didn't. We had was to pay. They had was to pay the money. They
You have
said
to call for a supervisor. You just don't take it like that.
I wasn't there, my dear. Trust me, if I was there, it would have never happened.
All right. So here one now. You weren't there, so you have to understand a lot of times that people will just give you stories.
Listen to me. This is my mother.
Okay, all right, fine. But I don't know what would have transpired in that case. But I know that once, because I've cleared things, and when I have my receipt, I have no problem.
So if I'm coming down, right? If I'm coming down and I have a different passport, how much will I get? Is it 500 for duty-free items? Well, if I'm going to ship something, let's say I ship a stove from here, then would I? How much would be my allowance? Would it be the 500?
No, that's you haven't been to Jamaica in quite some time. It's now 1,000 US.
Hello,
But you have to have a Jamaican passport because they're going to say you're taking the item to sell.
hello.
Yes.
That I was just in Jamaica. I left Jamaica January the 21st of this year and looking to coming back in the next couple of weeks from now. Me that Jamaica.
no,
me have a-
So it's 1,000. Maybe you didn't pick it.
He's asking if she gets
Marcia,
No,
you
I don't
just-
have a. I don't
500?
travel with my. I don't travel on my Jamaican passport. So that's what I'm saying. How much is my
so probably
allowance?
no.
You're not getting all
Okay,
those.
It's
so
a
you're
top-
asking if you get
Yeah,
allowance.
it's-
I don't think
Yes,
you
you
get
get,
Jamaican-
allowance.
yes, you get allowance, but I don't think you
Now
can.
tell the government so not to give you no allowance if you
Or the
travel for
allowance
your
is now at
Jamaica
1,000 US though.
Huh?
For Jamaican citizens
no,
for
no.
side,
I'm saying
the allowance
they
is $1,000.
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
it's 1,000 for Jamaica. Yeah.
No, the allowance
Yeah.
is the
Once a
same
week,
for
sure.
somebody that does
No,
it.
it's not the same. I think it's around maybe around 200 or 400, up to 500 for duty free items.
Okay, I've never had to check that part out.
What
so
is 200?
200 what?
No, well, you said something about 200.
No, 500 duty free items out of the country if you are coming in, if you are staying 2 weeks or more. So if you're traveling on a different passport, so you come in as a visitor, right? When you travel on a different passport, you come in as a visitor. You're allowed to bring in 500 worth of duty free items.
No, mommy, I'm saying that
No,
was
you
no
have to have a
longer the case.
Jamaican passport.
My dear, I'm telling you
It-
this. Let's say I'm a Canadian or I have a Canadian passport or a United States passport and you're coming into the country, you're allowed to bring in up to $500 worth of duty-free items.
You mean since it has raised to 1,000?
No, that was always the
I say
case.
no, Marcia, because I only know about if you're a Jamaican citizen. I know that when you're a Jamaican and you're traveling on a Jamaican passport, I know it's 1,000. But I can't speak
I
to
know.
any.
I worked in tourism down there, so that's how I know these things. But let me check the amount.
Okay, all right, no
Okay.
problem.
Yes, hold on. Let me tell you the
Like for people say
It
classic
was 500
paradise,
our mommy, but
classic
it raised to 1,000 for Jamaican
story.
citizens.
No, that's what I'm saying. Not Jamaican. I understand. Not Jamaican. If
Okay.
you don't travel on your Jamaican passport, so that means you're a visitor to the country, right? If you don't travel on your Jamaican passport, they consider you a visitor. So when you're leaving, when you come in, they stamp you to say how long you can stay in the country because you're traveling on a different passport. With that
Right.
passport,
Okay.
Okay.
you are allowed, I think it was $500. Then duty free allowance.
How long ago you talking about?
What allowance to Jamaica? What do you mean?
Both sides.
In
Both sides.
tourism?
She's talking
Yeah.
about. She understands that it's $1,000 for Jamaican citizens. Once you're traveling with a Jamaican passport, it's $1,000 you
No,
get.
I know. She said that. Right.
Yeah.
But she's saying
just
once you're not a Jamaican, it's 500.
yeah.
Let's see if they
That's
raise
what
it.
it's like now.
So you are allowed, actually, all passengers 18 and over are allowed the following without payment of duty, provided they do not exceed the amount indicated. So the items are properly declared. Perfume 170, Edu Toilette 340 mil, alcohol 2 liters, tobacco 200 cigarette, 500 cigars, or 230 grams of processed tobacco. All passengers 18 and over bringing with them free of duty personal household effect, including gifts, which together are a value not exceeding $1,000 US or equivalents in Jamaican currency. So that's what they're saying. And this is
Okay,
for
the visitors will get 1,000 also, is what you're
exactly.
saying.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
This is Jamaica custom I'm looking at actually.
Classica, what did you do to your sour stuff leaf? Blenny?
Yeah.
Then classic, how much for it?
It is grinding.
Oh,
Yes,
grand.
these are things, guys, that affect everyday life, for people. And online shopping, as I say, is one of them too. A lot of college students, they engage in online shopping. So we need to trumpet these things more and, and make the connection between the development that is going on and how it benefits the grassroots. Because the PNP have it full of people, right? Deceiving people that, it's not trickling down to the little man. While the economy is growing, but the man, at the bottom is not feeling it, or, the common man is not feeling it. That's the biggest argument, brother. And it's a lie. You know what I'm saying? Opportunities are there for everybody.
There's a program that I listen to on RJR every Sunday morning. It's a talk show program, and they were dealing with the elderly and Sunday morning gone. And everybody's saying that nothing is going on. So I text in and said, look, there's so much benefit for the elderly in Jamaica. Oh, we don't know about it. That's an excuse. Ignorance is something that people just use as an excuse. Information is there. You go and find it.
Hi.
If you go and gossip, you have time for that.
Can I say
Well, we
something
have to
again?
send them.
Sorry, I was just looking at a different part and I think I might be wrong there. It's $600 for Jamaican because I'm looking here, custom regulation. I just put in tourists. I didn't put in tourists before, but now I put in tourists and it says that you are allowed $600, which I think this is it because it says you can't carry fresh plants, you can't carry honey, you can't carry fruits, coffee, firearm, explosives. I'm thinking two-way radio, dangerous drugs, including marijuana. So visitor may carry 600 US in purchase after 48 hours visit. Oh, that's what I was saying. So if you spend 2 weeks or more, 2 days or more, it is 600 US purchase, which is, they call it duty-free item. US visitors. UK visitors may carry 200 cigarettes, 50 cigars, 1 liter of spirits, plus goods. Sorry about that. Plus good value at 36 pounds. Canadian and Japanese visitors should call the Jamaica Tourist Board office for information. Oh, God. But I'm thinking it's the same. It's around maybe 500. If it's 600 US, that's around 600 US, that's around 500 Canadian. So they haven't changed it. Hello? Hello? I'm not hearing anybody here. Are you guys hearing me?
I'm
You guys
hearing you.
hearing me?
I'm hearing
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Yes, it didn't change. Only if you're a Jamaican, you get $1,000. But if you're traveling on a different country's passport, you can carry in 600 US or 500 Canadian duty-free items. But next time, as you rightly said, foresight, I will definitely ask my mom to speak to the manager or supervisor.
Yeah, man, there are a lot of opportunities out there, man. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I love my country.
And people from all background, you know?
I have to step out a little bit. I have this call that I have to take. Thank you.
All right,
Sorry.
Marcia.
No problem. And there's also the income tax threshold. I think that was a big increase. In 2016, the income tax threshold was 592,800, right? So only persons who were earning under 600,000 were exempt from paying income tax, sorry, right? And in less than probably 2 years after JLP taking office, they moved that to 1.5, and then a subsequent increase to 1.7 million. So everybody who's earning less than $1.7 million a year now is exempt from paying income tax. And after 18 plus years,
the pensioners should also increase too.
Yeah, man. And over 2046 pensioners no longer have to pay income tax. Because there was a threshold increase for income tax for pensioners as well, which results in 2046 pensioners who no longer have to pay income tax. Pensioners are not Andrew's friend. Pensioners are not rich people. A lot of them are not.
But remember, guys, the Minister of Labour said that people get pension according to what they put in, but this government has exceeded. So these people are getting far more than what they put in.
What was the improvement done on part, Chuck?
I think it's 40%. But we also have the social pension for those people who did not contribute to any pension.
Exactly.
They can now get a pension.
You have any numbers for that?
$12,000 a month, Philippines.
No, the number of persons who never used to receive a pension. Okay.
For that.
Right.
But remember, guys, the children who are on part, they're gonna get $600,000 in their account when they graduate from high school. Plus, these pensioners who never contribute, they have burial allowance also. They have benefits where they can get money to repair their house.
Allowance.
Well, say that again about what you say about the kids from part.
The one part.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, there was like over 600,000.
The Jamaica 60 Trust Fund. That children and parts who were born during and after 2022 Jamaica 60th anniversary will have a trust fund when they turn 18. Right? I think the figure so far is up to 800,000 will be made available to them. Could be more, but that will be made available to them upon their 18th birthday to start life. So, really? and a Mark Golden Picnic alone have trust fund.
But we don't start talking about nothing yet, man. I didn't know that.
Yes, plus funeral benefits for people who don't pay pension. Don't get no.
Oh
Who's
yeah,
that the
man.
power program?
Yeah. Richard, that benefit, I don't think it is new. So I don't want to mention. I don't. The
But
funeral benefit from NIS was almost there.
it has increased.
It has increased. Okay.
Yes.
How much was it and how much is it now? Because like the Prime Minister, we have to make the comparisons, you know. We can't just talk about what it is now. We want to talk about what it was. Just like what I would tell you that income tax threshold in 2016, when the JLP took office, it was just 592,800. And almost tripled immediately after JLP took office because it was one of the promises that the JLP delivered on, right?
But
So it was
in
one
2015 when my dad died, 2015 when my dad died, he get 150,000. I don't know what it is now.
Oh, it was 150,000.
My dad get when he died because he was a government worker.
Oh, yeah. So we just have to make the comparison between what it was and what it is now, so that people understand, you know, what this government is really doing, you know.
So Richard, I just want to address you a little bit because you say, "Oh, people need to seek the information." I mean, I get that, but you know, we trying to persuade or convince voters. You know, so we need to go out there and bring the message to them. You know, we can't sit here and say, "Oh, all right, though, they need to do the research." You know, we trying to get voters on our side or persuade them. So I understand that, you know, we got to work both ways. You know, we got to bring the info to them, you know, show them that this would happen. That, you know, we can't just have them there sit, oh, they don't know this, and, you know, and then they expect them to find it, you know. We got to bring it to them. So, you know, that's what I think. So that's my
Yeah, and
opinion on
people
that.
can't
Quite
conduct
accepted.
research on what they don't know. People won't conduct research on things that they don't know too. So I agree with your caller. We have to put the information out there.
Point accepted.
That's why I think these MPs, you know, I think they need to have their group, or, you know, and have them even once a month, you know, have some type of pay card or something. You know, this is the achievements, you know, this is the benefits you can get, you know, and spread the info. You know, we can't just, you know, and yeah, to me that's a good idea. You know,
Exactly, because
yeah.
I would have discussed with some pro JLP supporters and people who work closely with the MP that we need to have a chart, you know, that when you go into these constituencies, instead of you just walking and just telling people, you hand them a little, you know, a brochure or something with the achievements, you know, and not only the achievement, but in a way that compares it with what it was, you know. So you would say minimum wage was
But did you guys hear the Prime
6,230. It's
Minister?
now 15,000, more than doubled. And you have that piece of, you know, a pamphlet or a leaflet or something that you hand out to them, you know.
But have you heard where the Prime Minister said that they had made a pledge to take care of the campaign, the workers them in the constituency?
Yes,
Because
Farmer, but the prime minister say that, but how much person gonna listen what he says? You know, he said that someone got to make sure they're following what the prime follow up. Because he said that, I'm pretty sure he said that, like, how much MPs or workers is following up with that. You know, so they got to make sure he said these things, have system in place to make sure they're actually doing it. You know, go back again and go do an interview. You know, are you getting better treatment? You know, stuff like that. You know, they need to follow up on it. You know, go do more interviews to make sure they're actually getting the treatment. And, you know, if they're not, then you have a next interview with the MPs and say why this is not getting done. You know, so they need to follow up. They can't just say, all right, I give instructions and they're not doing the follow-ups. Yeah, they need to do the follow-ups.
That's exactly. I agree with your caller. And then the next thing that
this
the
government
PNP
have this Prime Minister is the only leader to have his ears to the ground like this man. Everything he's aware of. Guys getting feedback.
Exactly.
A lot
That's
of people
true.
have
That's
access
true.
to his WhatsApp.
And that's
He's
what I
an-
like. I really like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when you
really
think
like
the
that.
MPs are not like thinking about certain things, he is. And the thing is too, one of the things that I realize is that, you see, the PNP is trying to hide these benefits, you know. And if they were in power, they would be trumpeting these things, you know, you'll be hearing them all over, right? They're trying to hide these benefits, and they know that we're not talking enough about them, right? And I can tell you this: this information, these kind of these benefits are going to go out there. You know, we're going to make it public. You understand? We're going to make these benefits public, right? And we're going to put it out there in the public domain that people know, because people need to know. Because the PNP is using distraction, because they want you to think about, they don't want you to think about what Andrew do. They want you to think about what Andrew have.
Yeah, but I was listening to a chartered accountant and nationwide, and he said what Andrew should have been charged for by the Integrity Commission for not making enough money.
Yeah, I think that's Dennis Chung, the JFF guy, the president or something like that. Yeah, Dennis Chung.
When you can frighten people with 28 bank accounts, and some people seriously believe that having 28 bank accounts is illegal, right? I mean that you're doing something untoward. When you can frighten people with $1.9 million, you know, increase in income, then that speaks volumes to, you know, the kind of people that the PNP are talking to, and the kind of people that PNP are able to persuade with this garbage. It's not the well-thinking Jamaicans that. And people with $1.9 million can't frighten. So $1.9 million and can't get account for that? What is $1.9 million growth in a person's income? $1.9 million for the year? Come on. But we can't ignore them. We have to talk to them. We still have to talk to people who are, you know, who are among the grassroots, and people we then call poor people or uneducated or whatever. We have to talk to them as well, because they still vote, you understand? And they still need to know what is going on. Can't depend on them to see it for themselves. They have to be told.
So Forsyth, which constituency are you from? Are you vote in our
Trelawney.
but Tova Hamilton or Mamadi?
Mamadi.
Oh, Mamadi. Okay. That's good.
I am East Portland, you know.
Oh, East Portland, that is what? That is Anne-Marie.
Yeah.
Oh, she seemed pretty strong there.
You know, she is pretty strong.
Yeah. What about anybody can comment on St. Thomas? Michelle Charles?
I know she's working. I don't know much about her, but I know she's working, and getting feedback from a few friends that say she's working. I know Jeb Roberts is hard to beat, you know.
Yeah, Jeb Robertson, either what you call a veteran politician, so. I see Audley Shaw the other day. I haven't seen him in a while. By Christiana Manayard, pushing out.
He was sickly for a while, you know.
Get to understand that Michael Phillips is weak in his constituency.
Yeah, he's gonna lose that seat for sure. Yeah.
But nail biting finished the last time. But one other thing I don't understand, he is charged by the Integrity Commission, right? Should he still sit in Parliament?
Yes, because we don't want him to resign. You don't understand the trick. We don't want him to resign.
I know.
No Labour should call for his resignation, because my suspicion is that they show that one in just to appear balanced. They're going to be coming back again using this ICL weapon against the JLP. So if he resigns and the JLP call for his resignation, then when they come now and you understand? Table a report again on a JLP MP, then they're going to say, oh, So how can you be calling for him to resign when you're not willing to make your own resign? So we have to be careful of those little traps, you know?
But
Let him stay there.
there's a problem in Manchester where I've been getting, I have a lot of friends on the ground, and they're telling me that people are afraid to go to Western Union and MoneyGram now because as they go in and come up, people rob them.